This is a one that's really near and dear to me, and when we think about bringing diverse perspectives to the table, I think something that is one of those diverse perspectives is, as a disabled adult who has a cultural identity around disability and is involved in disability justice organizing, one of the critiques that we hear from that community a lot of the time is, why do we want to fund more special education because it's segregation, and why do we want to fund more segregation for our students, for our kids, right? And so I'm not saying that I agree that we shouldn't fund it, but I'm saying when we think about the lenses that we are not even starting to consider when we think about special education, when we think about, for instance, 1 in 36 Minnesotans is autistic, right? That means 1 in 36 adults is autistic in Minnesota. Why don't we have autistic adults as a stakeholder group helping us figure out how to better serve autistic students? Where do we see that we don't do better when we have representation from the adults in a culture when figuring out how to better serve students of that culture? And it's because we haven't even yet gotten to the place where we consider disability a viable and valuable culture. We still see it as something that's broken. So when we think about what needs to happen around special education particularly, we haven't even gotten to the point where we see it as a culture that needs to be served sustainably, just like all of the cultures in our district need to be served in a culturally sustaining way.